All of you watching this video have probably put in a lot of hard work to improve your Nitro Type account, so it would be really frustrating to lose your account to a hacker, get scammed out of Nitro Type cash, or get scammed out of real life money, right? Well, scamming and hacking have been a huge problem in the Nitro Type community for a really long time, so today I'll be talking about everything you can do to protect yourself from scammers that try to steal your account or your resources. Let's get started with the basics of keeping people out of your account. First of all, you need to create a strong password. I recommend one of two options. Your first option is to make a string of 20 random numbers, letters, and symbols and save that password and write it down somewhere secure. Your other option is to make a string of 4 to 5 unrelated words that you'll be able to remember and replace some of the letters with numbers and symbols. You can save this password, but it should be easier to memorize something like this compared to a string of random numbers and letters, so saving the password may not be necessary. And please note, when you save passwords, you have to make sure that nobody can get into your Google account. If they can, then your strong Nitro Type password is pretty much meaningless because they can just click on the option to autofill your password. This advice specifically applies to people who race on a computer that they share with other people. If someone can easily just autofill your information, they could get into your account pretty easily. Speaking of Google account, it's really important that you have some sort of email associated with your account. You can do that in the account settings. That way, if you ever have to contact Nitro Type support, you can do that. The next basic step is enabling two-factor authentication, and this may not be possible for some of you, namely people who may not have another device to link to the two-factor authentication, like a phone or a tablet, but having two-factor authentication is an easy way to add another layer of security on your account. So then what is two-factor authentication? Basically, if you log in from a new device, Nitro Type will prompt you for a code after you log in with your username and password before you're actually let into your account. This code is provided by an app on a separate device. This code refreshes every few seconds so that nobody can steal that code or guess it over a long period of time. It's more or less just a password for your password, but it changes all the time so that people can't guess it. So why should you enable it? Well, if somebody happens to get a hold of your password or guesses your password, they're still not going to be able to get into your account because they need that code and they don't have it. Once you've set up some of these basic security measures, you need to change your behavior to defend against scammers. This part of the video is going to be fairly simple, although I'll provide a fair bit of material. There's only a few rules to live by. First of all, never ever buy something for someone or send cash to somebody and expect something in return. So for instance, if somebody's offering to buy you Nitro Type Gold if you send them Nitro Type Cash, or if somebody's offering you Nitro Type Cash in exchange for a gold membership, they are more than likely a scammer because they have nothing forcing them to hold up their end of the bargain. I don't care how much you trust the people involved, do not give in. I have heard so many stories of people getting scammed out of Nitro Type Gold, getting scammed out of Nitro Type Cash, and even sometimes getting scammed out of other things like whole Nitro Type accounts because the other person just didn't hold up their end of the bargain. It's super common, so only send someone Nitro Type Cash when it's a gift or they want a giveaway you're hosting, and the same can be said for Nitro Type Gold. So in short, just don't send stuff to people when you expect something in return because they may not hold up their end of the bargain. And please do take note, this part's really important. Selling and trading Nitro Type accounts is against their terms of service, and if you get scammed, their support will probably just ban both of the accounts involved. Next, never let anyone onto your account for any reason, ever. Do not give out your password. It does not matter how much you trust that person. Never do it. Under any circumstances, for any reason. Do not trust anyone, don't account share. Don't let somebody set a new high speed for you. Don't let people do sessions for you. Anything that involves them getting on their account should not happen. I know this is kind of the nuclear approach to this matter because, oh, you might have a buddy that you legitimately trust. But it is what has kept my account safe from other people for all these years. Finally, never give out sensitive information associated with your account. Never tell anyone the email address associated with your Nitro Type account. Keep receipts of any purchases you've made on Nitro Type Private. So if you buy Nitro Type Gold, they'll usually email you a receipt. Keep that private, don't give it out to anybody. You can use that if somebody steals your account. You don't want scammers getting their hands on these and then trying to prove to Nitro Type support that they, and not you, own your account. Finally, it's important to keep something in mind. All the advice that I've given you today applies only to what you can do to protect your account against hackers and scammers. I'm not an expert in IT, but I'm fairly certain that there is a small but very possible chance that somebody could legitimately hack Nitro Type servers and steal accounts, and I believe it's even been done in the past. I've also heard rumors that two-factor authentication can be bypassed in certain circumstances by people who know what they're doing. At the end of the day, you really just can't sit there and worry about these types of things. Take the measures that you can to protect your account account and leave server security to Nitro Type's official team. And that's pretty much it for today's video. If you did enjoy, it'd be great if you consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you have any recommendations for account security that I didn't mention, make sure to put those in the comments. Of course, if you have any questions about this is a super important topic, so don't feel like there's a stupid question. If you have a question, please ask it. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.